Ladies, hello. So, did y'all barbecue today? It is Juneteenth.
No.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. I didn't barbecue today. I worked today.
Did you?
Yes.
I worked today
I
too.
worked today.
From my bed though.
Oh, no. I went to work. I actually got up and went to work today.
Okay.
But happy Juneteenth, y'all.
Yes, happy Juneteenth. I didn't want to I don't know. So I kind of want to talk about the small things we desire in all relationships not all relationships, but from your spouse, from your family, and from like your job. So I'm gonna start it off. We'll start off with some of the small things we desire from our spouse. I don't want to start this.
Girl, start it.
I know,
You ain't got no way
how-
to do it but to do it.
I know. Okay.
You got to just do it.
So let me think. So I want to talk about the small things that go what people don't really pay attention to. Like, when you first start dating, you're like, oh, I want this guy to be this way. I want him to be this way.
Mhm.
But what are the little things that y'all never bring up, you never talk about, you overlook, that just go to the side? What is something that you just don't, you know what I mean? Like you don't
What you
look
mean,
for
like
up
irritate
front.
you or
No, like the good things that you desire. These are
Cleaning,
things that you
a
desire.
cleaner.
You desire a cleaning man.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to
See?
be slaving by myself all day. But you don't
Yeah,
think about that
you
when you're
don't.
dating. You
You
just see
don't.
what they're
You
doing for
don't.
you. So
You don't.
you don't.
You don't think about that up front.
the good breath.
Oh,
The-
you have to. It's a must.
See, that's not something small. We look for that because if he come talk to you with that funky breath, you're gonna immediately be turned off.
I smell it a
But
mile away.
Yeah, you're right,
See,
you're
that's why
right.
that ain't small. That's big already.
Yeah, that's
we're gonna see
big.
that. What's something small?
Yeah.
Something
Small.
small. Fun. He has to be fun. You don't think
Fun.
about that at first because at first you're trying to get to know him, so you're not really thinking about, well, dang, is we gonna enjoy ourselves? Like, fun. Who want a boring mate?
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
That can be
Agree.
small and big though. That can be small and
Agree.
big.
Something for me that I thought about was like, because like I said, we overlook these small things in life that bring us peace.
Definitely.
And whether it's from your spouse, your family, your kids, even your job, like let's just talk about that. So for me, I'll start with the spouse part, what I look for in that. I desire a patient man.
I like that.
I do.
Patience
I put
is
laid
great.
back. I could
Laid
say
back
that.
and
Yeah, I
patient
put
be
that's
the
the
same
same.
thing.
I put
Yes.
laid back. Okay.
Yes, I really do desire a patient man. Someone slow to anger, quick to listen,
Definitely.
and that can look a lot of different ways. For example, like when you driving, when you shopping, when you talking, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like a man that rushes like is a real big turn off for me. For example, like like if you're driving, why are we doing 60 down the side street? That's a turn off for
That's
me.
me.
Oh my God. Because
Well, for me, I desire a man. Yeah, I just desire
drive
a man
like
that's
that.
taking his time. Like take your time with all of that.
What
That's
about
patience.
work? What about work though? Patience at work.
Patience
a
with everything. Like
patient
I said
boss.
with shopping. Like I don't like a
not
man
too many
like,
of those.
and I don't like somebody like if I'm shopping. Why are you so impatient with the elderly
Well, have you ever
lady?
found with the elderly?
I'm just saying someone shopping
What about when we
or
go
somebody
shopping
that's
too
doing
with them?
something, or me too. Like don't rush me. Like I do. I desire a man with patience. Like chill, lay back. When you drive me, cruise me. Like let's cruise. Like let's chill. Let's drive slowly. There we are. Why are you in a rush? You're not late for nothing. So we should be chilling.
For me, that's something big.
And
Yes.
it is big, but that's
That's
something
what I
nobody
said.
pays
Yeah, I
attention
don't think,
to.
yeah, that's something big for me.
But that's something that you
That
gotta
you-
get to know somebody
Definitely.
to
That's
even
not
find
something
out
that you
though.
just learn off top. That's something.
You gotta know them first to see. I mean, at least go out on a date with them one time to know if they patient.
That's true.
Definitely.
But that's why I
can't
said those are the
really-
small things we don't see ahead of time. But that is something that I have on a list of mine. Like, that's something I desire in a man, like patience. Like that's really big for me. Really, really big for me. Let It's just something sexy about a whole man that just values his time. Just values his time. Like, I feel protected. I feel like he's taking his time with everything. I feel
With a
I don't
patient
know.
one.
Yes, when you patient, I do.
I ain't patient though.
I'm not.
I'm
really,
not as much.
I'm,
That's probably
I'm
why I
working
need
on
the
it.
Patient.
opposite.
I'm working on
Working
it, but
on it, but
I'm
I
not
can't say I'm
patient
fully
at all.
100%. Yeah,
I
can agree.
am most of the time on 1,000.
And that's you know why,
So,
because we're always
Yeah.
moving. We're always moving, so we don't know how to sit down and
yeah,
be.
I'm on the go, moving 1, 2, 3, over here, over there, doing this, doing that. So on edge, on tip all the time.
I agree.
Another
But
thing,
I'm
yeah.
impatient as well.
with work though, a patient boss, like it's hard to find somebody who is patient with you. They want everything now.
Because they don't want to get in trouble, so they have to put it to the next person. You know, because their boss on their head, so now they're gonna be on your
Yeah.
head. So he ain't got time to be patient.
It's patience again.
Yeah.
You gotta learn them. Next
So-
up,
Oh no, so you said work. So I mean, I was talking about spouse. So you gotta
Oh.
tell me, what do you desire that's really small in a spouse? And like I said, mine's patience. I really desire patience. What do you desire?
I can't say that it's small though. I can't say that it's small things. It's things that I didn't know that I desired.
Mhm.
That once you get it, it's like, oh, I never knew, you know what I'm saying, what this was or what this looked like. And I'm trying to think. I don't know, small. Clean
I don't think
nails.
it's really.
I like clean
small.
nails. That's
Oh my
a small
God.
thing.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
clean
that is
nails.
so
Like
irritating
somebody
for a
nails
man.
dirty and
Do you
It's
look
a
at it?
turn-off.
I
Heck
do.
yeah.
I look
That's
at
one of
their
the first
nails.
things.
Like I look at their nails. Like I feel like if they nails real dirty, that don't mean you. I mean, cause you working on cars or you gotta have your nails all filthy and you ain't just come from work right now. Your nails ain't gotta be dirty all the time or somebody with a cigarette hanging out their mouth or nah.
There you go, right
That-
there.
that-
No
that-
smoking.
That right there is a turnoff. So those is little things. Everything else it be big. Your eyes got to be open.
Yeah, I don't know, Crystal. Yeah, that's hard.
That's
Like small
hard.
things that you desire in a man.
Yeah, I don't know about
because
the
everything you
small
desire
ones.
is something big. So I don't know how. It would
I mean,
be
it's
small.
gonna be
What,
big
like,
to you, but it's what I mean
it's
by
probably,
small.
yeah,
I
small to
mean
them,
by
yeah.
something people usually, you don't hear people talk about it up front.
Overlooking
You
it.
know what I mean? So usually when we talk about what we like in a man, and we talk about a job, we
The
talk
way they
about him,
dress.
how they dress, we talk about all of that stuff. So when I mean small, I'm just thinking about the things that
What about
go
conversation?
unnoticed.
Communication.
Communication.
You gotta
And
That's
that's not
big.
small.
That's
That's really
big.
big.
Because I'm a
Um,
talker. I want to talk it out.
But
I wanna-
conversation. Have you ever went on a double date and they know how to talk and interact with their partner? I mean, their friend and their date, but when y'all alone, they don't have a good conversation. I don't know if y'all ever experienced that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, because they're comfortable with whoever they were talking
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
and it's new, talking to you. A lot of men do not know how to hold conversations.
A lot of men. don't.
Women neither. I know a lot of guys that will go on a date with women. They just like, they talk about the most basic and bare minimum things. So that's another small thing that I desire also in a man. I want somebody that's a little bit more intellectual, smart. Like, want to talk about bigger things. I don't want to just sit here and talk about what happened on 7 Mile and what happened over there on
And
the
with
east
your
side,
ex.
and what happened with your
Yeah.
ex or
Yeah.
or work. Let's talk about something
Yes.
different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are some other small things you probably desire in a man. Come on, Kira, what you
That-
desire?
What I desire small. This is terrible. This is terrible. Small.
Let's
thing.
take the word small out of it.
I know.
Okay.
Let's
Because
just
that's
say-
just too much, Crystal.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
just say
Let's take
what-
That we
word small out
overlook
of it.
in a guy. But I could say we overlook a lot when because when you got it in your mind, like, oh, I'm about to go on this date. He look good. He smell good. Okay, so opening the door for me would be a small thing that I would be thinking about. It may be small to him, but it's a small thing. But to me in my head, I'm like,
And it's a small thing,
it's
'cause you
small
don't
thing.
all-
You
I mean,
don't
it's a
have-
big
always have to
thing,
open the door, but it's a small thing.
But
as
it's a
well.
small
Mhm.
thing. 'cause
Opening
nobody
and
talks
closing
about
the
it as
door
much.
is something small. Letting me finish my conversation before you cut me
There
off.
we go.
That's something I
There
desire
we
in a
go.
man. let me finish my conversation.
That
Baby. Like
is-
I'm gonna listen to you, 100. But don't just. I feel like some people so used to it they don't know that they're doing it,
Mhm.
and that's fine. But if we're talking and we getting it on, and and I'm letting you finish your conversation, I'm like, oh, okay. So then as soon as I'm talking about it, they be like, well, that's
that is
something-
very small, but very
it's
big
very
for me.
big.
Very
Yes,
big
very
for me.
small, but very big.
Because when I'm talking, I kind of most of the time I already calculated what I'm saying in my head prior to me saying it. So when I'm talking and you cut me dead
I don't
middle
forget what
every
I'm about to
sentence, like
say.
in the middle of everything I'm saying, that's a big turn off.
Yes, yes.
Very big.
Every time too. Like
Hmm.
yes. Planning a date. Is that something?
Ooh, that's a good one.
planning.
That's a good.
That's
one.
a
Plan-
good one. That's a good one.
It's small, but it's big. Like, cause don't
That's
call
so
me and
big.
say get dressed and then be like, I get in the car and you be like, well,
So
where
what
we
you wanna
going?
do?
What?
Go back to bed. Good night.
Good night, baby. You just go ahead on because you baby get dressed and cute and we ain't going. You don't know what to do. I don't understand that.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
not small, but that's big. But that's small.
That's
small.
big.
Oh, that's right. We're not
That's-
talking about small no more,
Right.
right? We're just talking about
we're
things we
just talking
desire.
about things that you desire.
What's something else you desire in a man?
Work
Mm.
ethic. Hope you can work, baby. Have that ever turned you off? I have met so many guys that does not know how to do any housework. That's small, but it's big. Cause I know guys be like, well, I just pay somebody to do it. So you never learn how to change a tire, how to do
But you
no
gotta
housework
think about
or
it.
nothing.
A lot of them ain't had nobody to teach them to do stuff
No
like that.
uncle, no nothing, no self-taught, no YouTube.
Like you said, the housework. That'll make me feel like you've never lived
Like you've
alone.
never
Like
lived
you never.
alone.
Nobody told you what to do.
That's weird to me because us as women,
It depends on the age, though.
But we old, y'all.
I was about to
So
say
I better
that.
not meet you at 30, nothing. And
and
you don't know how to
change
mop a
no tire,
floor.
mop a floor, or fry a piece
That's
of
why I
chicken.
said it depends on the age. A
Yeah, see, I'm not them younger guys.
person-
I'm not worried about them because they still learning.
They very much learning.
They're still learning. But at our age, I expect for you to know how to do the basic cleaning.
wash,
Wash.
fold some clothes.
Definitely. That may be little, but it's big. You know what I'm saying? You think, but how don't you know how to do none of that?
So that's kind of like we're desiring a man who has some sort of independence.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
And not just in
and
the
that's
money
what you
world,
want
in
for
the
your
work
sons.
world. We're just talking about in general some independence.
Definitely. This is this hard, Crystal. You're like,
I had to make
You
y'all
was in the
think.
And then
dating
it be
world.
on-
You
and
gotta know.
I had to make y'all think.
and that's what's crazy.
I ain't in the date. I've been
I'm
out
in
the
the dating
world,
world,
for a
but
long,
I
long
be
time,
so turned
I
off,
don't
y'all.
even
So
be-
turned off. I had this
I
little
don't
young
even be
boy.
in tune.
I have not talked to him, and I told y'all about this when I went to the draft.
Yes.
See,
I was
but why
talking
you
to
gotta
this
call
little
him a
young-
little young boy?
The little draft boy.
Cause guess why I call him? This? Because
See?
you ain't even a grown man. Because you don't even know how to lie. I caught- I see him. He's holding two females' hands walking down the Greek town.
Oh yeah.
This man called me today. Since you said I'm calling him a young boy.
Mm.
He calls me today. He said, hey, I haven't heard from you. I said, yeah, the last time I seen you, you was holding two females' hands walking down Greek town. He said, man, those was my cousins, like my little sister.
Oh wow,
Baby, why is you holding these grown women hands walking? I say, yeah, see, I can't even mess with you. You don't even know how to lie, right?
I definitely see. I don't think they would know. We would rather hear that. I would have rather you told me the
I
truth.
would have rather you have just told the truth. Even though it can't hurt me because you're not my man,
Ooh,
but tell the
right.
truth.
That's
Why would
a
you lie
big
like
one.
that?
Don't be. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And that's not
Honesty.
big, but that's real big. That's, I mean, that's not
Honesty.
small. That's
and that's what
big.
you desire in a man.
Honesty. Tell me the truth, even if it's gonna hurt me, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, baby.
And that's the thing.
I'ma
I think
tell
with
you.
women, we tell the truth a lot, and I think
We do.
they be like,
Sometimes we tell the truth too much.
that they think we're lying.
Yes.
But that's what I desire in a man.
Honesty. That's big.
That's big.
That's real big.
That's big.
What you got, Chris?
I got what else? I got. I had it. That truth one. That honesty threw me off. But I also desire somebody who's I'm not gonna say independent, but who just got something else going on for them outside of work. And I'm not talking about you gotta have a side business. I'm not talking about them to my completely outside of work. Like I would love to be like, oh, I don't maybe a hobby. That's what I mean. I desire somebody who's got something else going on outside of me, outside of work, and outside of family. Because it's keeping your mind busy. Like you should be doing something else. I don't want nobody just laying up in the house all day, only go to work, and that's the end of it.
But sometimes I don't think my husband got time to do nothing else.
Go read a book.
I'm saying there's no time when you when you balancing the whole house and you going to work and you paying bills and you taking kids and you going to practices and you going to games and you being a full-time
That's busy.
parent,
That's somebody's really busy.
right?
Well, then,
That's
you
a
know what?
real
I require
parent.
that. I require a busy
So,
man, but he got a lot going on.
Right.
So
So
he
he ain't got
busy.
time to have no hobby.
Well,
His
it don't have to
hobby
be a
is
hobby.
Getting on the cycle bike in the bedroom,
That's his hobby.
15 minutes in the morning.
But that's what I'm
and
talking
15
about.
minutes at night.
But that's what I'm talking about. See,
Okay.
he's doing something for himself. That's for himself, right?
Yeah.
So you want somebody that's doing something for themselves. You don't just only go to work. Don't just only take care of your kids. Do something that for yourself.
Well,
He's worried about his health. That's what he's doing. So he's doing something for himself, and that's a
Self.
desire.
Hmm.
That's a desire.
Selfless.
You know what else we overlook in dating,
Selfless.
or in a relationship? Just because gifts, or just saying thank you. Do you ever tell your mate just thank you
I do.
without nothing, just nothing
do.
behind it, and they just be like, "Well, where did that come from? What is that?" Thank you.
I don't do that
I do.
often, and I know the times that I have done it, it just look like, what's wrong with her?
So I'm slow. She's slow.
See, I
I
am.
think we got problems.
Something
when we do
wrong with
stuff
her.
like
I'm a
that.
fairy tale.
I am
Hopeless,
too.
romantic person. I'm the go
And
just
do you
buy
get it back?
just. I do.
That's good.
I'm gonna go buy just because card and write a little letter in there. I'm gonna put the sticky notes in his lunch bag with a kissy
I love
face.
it.
And that was me.
I'm gonna
That was
write
me.
a little love note in his workbook. Like I do little stuff like that. But
That's
I
me, but
desire
you-
that in a man.
I
and
desire that, and I
desire
feel
that.
like a lot of women the ones who probably don't do that, they probably were doing that. And if it's not, like they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're not putting that into your spouse,
to your man,
it's gonna be hard. Yeah, if you're not putting that into your man, it's well, if he's not putting that into you and you're not putting that to him, you cannot pour from an empty
But what
cup.
if you putting it into him and he's just not reciprocating?
That's what I
it? Like,
mean.
how do you?
So that's what happens.
how
A
do
lot
you
of
get
women
that
end up not
back?
doing
Yeah.
that because you can't keep pouring from an empty cup.
And
so,
that means you settling, right?
right? That's what I was gonna say. Because if it's not being done back,
You still
then
taking. I mean, you settling.
why you still doing it? I'm not. I'm
yeah.
only gonna do something one or
And
two
I'm still learning
times,
that.
and then if I
Exactly.
don't get it back, then this not where we at. But
agreed.
I agree.
a man that knows God,
Oh,
most definitely
amen.
have to know.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Like, cause nowadays they don't know God.
They don't.
Nope.
And
They
that's
don't-
not even
they
something
don't
small. That's
fear
definitely
him.
something big.
They don't fear anything. So you have to be looking for a man that knows something
Desire a godly man.
about God.
Yeah.
So,
Man is serious about his faith.
yeah.
That shows where his dedication is to you. You know,
You
What
know
about
else?
your family?
Yeah. You know what else I
the
overlook
family
in
side.
dating?
Mhm.
The lies at the beginning.
Like what? There's a whole bunch of those.
Oh my God. The lies.
Like
you
what?
know, the lies. You just because you don't know what they're telling you.
Because why
at
you just
first.
can't be honest
Why you
from
just
day
can't be?
one?
Yeah.
Like day one.
The lies.
one.
I can
What's
say
the lie
I
you think you
overlook.
heard in the beginning that you talk about? What kind of lies in the beginning?
I have.
I ain't with my
I'm
baby
going through
mama
it.
no more.
You took it right out of my.
We just live together. We sleep in separate rooms.
I'm going through a divorce. I'm single and got a whole girlfriend.
That's the number. That's the first lie you're gonna
Them
hear.
I got
Yeah,
whether
my
like
own
the
house.
leaves,
It's
though.
being worked on. Just you be looking like
No, I got my
can't-
own house
You know,
being worked
but
on.
you can't judge nobody off a first date because you're supposed to give them the benefit of the doubt
And see,
and see. But how do you do that if you just can tell in your head? Because you know we like mind readers. We can tell when somebody lying to us. We just be looking at them.
I mean, but they be just done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
The
know.
whole I got my get my house built was funny. And I'm not with my baby mama. We just live together.
I mean, them be lies that they be
That's
telling.
that's a lie I would never fall for though. I don't care. Ain't no way.
I can honestly say that's a lie. I've never felt.
I never
for.
fell for that. Never.
Well, honestly, I think I've never felt for that because I always just feel like I need to be number one. So
Period.
if
And
I'm
that's how it
talking to you
is.
and you are living with your spouse, living with baby mama, I can't talk to you.
all of the
And I understand, and I hate that because I know of someone who was living with a spouse, but they were like real life, not together. Like she was
I
dating.
mean, a lot of people do
and they
it
have done
for
it right.
real,
But I felt bad for
but
that person because for me, I ain't saying you probably pass up on a lot of good men, but for me, I'm not gonna do it. It's
But
it's
that's
not
something-
happening
it's not gonna
immediately.
end right.
it's not.
It's
It's not gonna end.
we
right.
ended at hello.
And that's
I
something you
can't do that.
desire in a man for him to have his own. Because you calling me and be like, "Can I come over your house? Let me come over your house." Have you? That's one thing I love about dating. I've always met a man with his own.
Well, that's good.
That's something
I was with my spouse
desire.
early on, so I never get a chance to get to that dating lifestyle
Me
where we
either.
grown out and I get
Well,
to come to
yes, I
your
did.
house. I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah, I did.
I've only had maybe
My
a few
husband I'm with now,
times.
he had his own house and stuff.
He did.
That was
You
that was
desire.
actually lit.
Yeah, that was lit.
I ain't gonna lie, that
Sneak
was
on
lit.
Say that
in
was
the
lit.
kids.
I used to lead the kids. They go
Okay,
with their
y'all
daddy for the
good.
weekend.
I've only
Yeah.
experienced that a little bit of
Yes.
time
Yeah.
because I was
Yeah.
like early 20s for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've only experienced that a little piece of my life.
That was good.
That's
Had
something
your
you
little key.
desire.
Had your little key.
Feel
Feel like you doing your
Y'all ain't
little your
serving.
spend a night bag.
Your little spend a night bag.
So that's something I desire. I love that in a man. Like that just shows you grown. Like, and especially a man that can keep his, hey, I don't know what you got going on with these out here, but a man that got them in control, like, hey, this ain't that. Cause some men don't have controls over their kids' mother. They just disrespectful. So I love that. I desire that in a man, control what you got going on.
A focused man.
Yes.
Okay. So if you could if you could tell a guy right now, like just what is something that he should do to keep a female interested? What was something small would you say?
Small.
Stay
Really
content.
small.
Stay content.
Consistency is key for real.
Yeah,
Small.
That's small.
that's not.
I mean-
well, you keep using this small word when you talking about a relationship.
A relationship, everything
It's
is
not
big.
small. A relationship at work, a relationship at home with your boss, with your person that sit next to you. Like they all important relationships.
It's all important.
It's no small
so
things.
Y'all, okay, so I'm gonna take small. What I mean by small is what we are not upfront about immediately. The things that fall in place later. Like there's a lot of times women are getting relationships with me and they're like, I just didn't know he was like that. You weren't looking for that up front.
We're
You were
blinded.
looking for his money. You were looking for his time. You were looking for what he could pay by you. You were looking for those little things, those surface level things. And then now you got a baby with this man and you find out he has no goals in life. He does not want to do anything but be your baby daddy. He's not interested in marriage in X, Y, and Z. But now you just set up here and made a whole life with this man now. Or you wasted 6 months of your life because you date this man who has no desire of other things that you desire. So when I say small, I meant the things that go undetected, the things we don't talk about up front.
I really want you to get to know me.
That's what I was about to say. Because if you don't know
You don't
somebody,
know somebody. It's just,
that's the reason why you don't.
and a lot of
get
people
all
don't
of those
invest in
things.
it.
A lot of people rush
they rush.
into things, and that's the reason why they get those things, because you get bad results when you rush into things. You don't know this person, so you really shouldn't even be in tune with them like that. But we do be.
We do.
So it'd be
Very
like it's
true.
almost like you got to get what you get from that, because it's like, how do you know somebody in 2 months? You don't.
You don't.
don't.
I told somebody
You
that.
don't know nobody in 2 months.
You
And I know
cannot.
something, when I was dating, even with my husband now, I was asking all those weird questions. Like I was the person who was, so what would you do if I did this? Well, I know he used to get on his last nerves. Like, what would you do if you walk in and you saw me butt naked with your coworker? Like, what? Like, I don't know. I just want to know how you think. I want to know when you gonna murder me. What should I not do? Like, I was one of those asking all those crazy questions. But that's just how I get to know you. I just want to know where your mind at. But I agree.
Another thing that we overlook is how a man responds to things.
That's what I meant. Like that's
most
why I was asking those
definitely.
questions. Like,
Yep, your
what if I
response.
did
That
this?
is
What if you went through
something.
my phone and
But
you
you ain't
saw
have to say
this?
butt naked with the coworker.
I don't know. I was asking crazy questions.
I
Like,
know he like this girl.
like what's wrong with you?
mean,
Like, I still to this day ask those weird scenario. What's wrong with her?
Is that really a weird question? I mean, it is.
No, I'm just trying to figure
but
out where your mind at.
I was
Because
about
people
to
be
say,
killing
things
people.
happen like that. So
Yes,
it's like
that's another thing we overlook. The mental.
Yes.
There we go.
Mental in the
Y'all
Y'all ain't
family,
talking
though,
about that up
all the
front.
way
That's
through.
nothing you're
Have you
talking
ever
about
did
up front.
therapy? Like questions like
Yeah.
that. Y'all ain't asking those questions
We
up
not
front.
like
See,
you know.
now y'all
yes.
think
Your
But
mental.
who really gonna ask those type of
So
questions?
now I'm gonna ask
I
that
mean,
on
we
my date.
should,
So-
but
So how is your mental?
You
I
ain't
mean, you ain't gotta ask on a
comfortable
first
enough.
date,
You ain't
but you definitely
But
want to
how
ask.
do you even ask that?
Yeah, because if you ask me that, I'm gonna be looking at you like,
Is you stupid?
Like,
How to
how's
start the
your
conversation?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so maybe not on the first date, but eventually you definitely should ask, have you ever did therapy?
So does that really?
Do it
say
matter?
that- I
No,
don't
but it's
think
gonna
that-
start the conversation because now I'm asking you about your mental health.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you gonna
But just
respond.
because you ain't go to therapy, maybe they didn't need therapy.
That's fine, but that's how we gonna start the conversation. I'm just gonna ask you, and you may say no, and I'm like, you ever thought about it? And then you gonna say yes or no.
I'm
And
gonna be
I'm
like, well,
like,
what I did to make you think I need therapy?
That's something we will do.
I mean, that's
we
just
gotta
the
shoot
natural
back. That is the
reaction. We
magic.
know
It is.
that.
see, now I'm turned off because now you're reflecting. I'm just asking
See?
you a question.
Yeah.
Nope, but that's how it's
Just-
gonna go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be the
So-
one to be like, why
Well,
you
no,
asking
I don't.
that?
I'm just interested in your mental state.
You know.
I'm just
Mm,
interested in how you feel on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
something.
know.
Something.
So you just gotta be prepared to respond. 'Cause
They base it off these movies. You go on a date, you eat, you see him, he nice looking, they make out, and then that's it. That's what
Nah,
the TV
I
taught
can't-
you.
It did. It did. But I did.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just
I
saying.
did. I need to
What
dig.
what did you even talk about as a teenager? When
My
you
favorite
talking to
color.
boys.
Nothing.
Right.
You just check that
You
box.
didn't
You want to be
talk-
my girlfriend? Yes. or
like,
no?
just think about it. You will be on the phone for hours and
Hours.
hours saying nothing.
Nothing. Falling asleep on the phone.
Yeah.
And we were so in love back then.
We were so in
Yes.
love. Wasn't we
Real
so in
bad.
love?
Look, so now that
Big
you
time.
said that, that's one thing that I could say different then and now.
Yeah.
Young girls then, we were really in love. Like if we had a guy, we called ourselves in love. It wasn't this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy, over here, over there. Like you
Yeah,
really
that
was in
was-
love.
Yeah, we was in love.
Well, you really thought you was in
I
love.
mean, we was crying over all the
Yeah.
Ashanti songs
Yeah.
and everything that
Girl.
hit the radio. We was stupid.
Real life tears. You
Call
know
my
what I'm
mama
saying?
girl.
Real life tears.
Yeah.
But why? I'm just
We
saying.
thought we was getting divorced
but
at
I love-
15.
What did a guy do that made you feel that way? Besides tell you
broke
was
up
cute.
with us.
Like what?
Yeah.
What did they do?
Oh, they brought me a little singogram in high school.
That's what I'm saying. It's emotional.
Oh, I remember those.
It'd be the
But
emotional
those little things
attachment.
was so much because we know they ain't had no job.
But I'm saying that's
Yeah.
where women. That's the type of things that
But you know,
really we
Me,
love.
We love that sentimental
yes, like
things.
they wasn't buying you nothing.
No.
At 14, what can a guy buy you?
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays these 14-year-olds be
They got
having
money,
glides on them,
okay?
but back then, our little 14-year-olds, you might get a rose,
A juice.
a bag of chips,
Walk to the
or
bus
something.
stop.
But we was really in love,
Mhm.
so it's like, what happened?
Well, of course, when we're that young, what we desire and what we like is going to be the bare minimum because ain't nothing you can do for me
At
at
all.
14, nothing I can do for you
And you
at
grow,
14.
you grow and you learn.
So as you get older, the
We was in
requirements
lust.
change.
Yeah, that lust.
We was in lust.
And it could have still been cute love because y'all both at the same stage in
Yeah.
life. So it could have
Yeah.
been very much so that. But as you get older, the requirements is changing. Now I require this much attention. Now I don't need you on the phone with me all day because I gotta go to work now. Or now I don't need you falling asleep on the phone with me. Now I need you to go get the baby out the bedroom that's crying. Like everything is it changes.
Another
So,
thing that we overlook
requirements are
when you
different.
first start dating, how a man talks to his kid's mother. If he can just talk to her in front of you on the phone, or does he have to leave out the room? Or the way he is with his kids. That's something that you really don't be thinking about right then and there when you first start
no,
dating.
you
But
just hear you got a baby
you
mama.
just
That's the end
gotta-
of it.
Yeah.
That's true. The first guy I talked to that had kids, which is my daughter's father, that was probably another reason why I was like, I like him. Because like we were on a whole date and his baby mama called his phone and he answered her from hold on 1 second. And was on the phone kicking it with her, like really kicking it. And I was like slowly getting upset. And like I was just like, yeah, this is why I drive. This is why I meet people on dates. So I don't get in the car with nobody. I'd meet you on our date. But I was slowly just getting upset the whole time he was on the phone with her. And then he mentioned the whole like, yes, I'm on a date right now. And all you hear is her like, oh my bad, I'm so sorry. Y'all have a good time. He like, yeah, all right.
I mean, that
I
means
was
they
like,
had like
"Ooh,
a cool little
that was cute."
relationship.
And then my
That's
my
cool.
upset
That's
just
cool.
immediately just went away. I was like, oh, I like him.
Yeah.
See, yeah. I like that. I was like, see, that's
Yeah.
I like that.
What's the big things?
That we overlook.
Yeah. I mean, that you desire.
That we
Like, what's the
desire.
big things? Like, what makes him
Something you desire that's big, a rich man. I mean, how big you want me to think? Like
You went to the biggest period.
rich. Am I not supposed to go that
See, I don't
big?
know
Okay,
if I
fine.
desire a rich man though.
Oh, fine.
Because it's stuff that come behind it.
See, I can't just say that I want a rich man.
Fine.
I just want a man that
wealthy.
want me.
Yes, that part.
all me.
100%.
Every piece of
100%
me.
take
Me.
me all my flaws. I want a man that wants me
Yep. And build it all together.
and build it all together.
Because sometimes it'd be like, when you get it all, is it even worth it?
Yeah.
All of that. Everything you work for is like each stage. It'd be like, is it worth it? Because if you really got the right person, I mean, I know me, we can go live in the box. I'd be like, how they living together homeless? Now I'd be like, what you want to do? You want
we
to
can
live
make fun
behind
out
this
of
dumpster
nothing.
over here? Because, hey, I'm just saying.
Because we can make
So,
fun out of
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
Right,
so
you can. It's all about that.
I mean,
down
y'all said
bad.
big stuff. Now y'all talking about
No,
small and poor
no,
people
no,
stuff
No,
again.
but
She
she was
just saying.
saying that just love her for her. That's like the best.
That's the best
answer.
thing that I want. The
Yeah.
biggest thing that I can come for. I want a man that want me. Have y'all ever heard of someone saying that you always want one of the mates you love you more than the other? Have you ever heard of
Yes.
something like that?
Yes. And I
Um,
100% agree.
Really?
You think that?
Yep.
You think one mate love the other
Oh.
one more?
No.
No,
Oh, that's
No.
what I thought
no,
you said.
not love. So I was told that Kira, when you date a man, you should want to date a man that like you more than you like him. Have y'all ever heard of that?
Mhm.
I heard of it, but I can't.
I feel
just
like
say
that's one of
that.
those things that y'all know how they say stuff. Certain things is okay for men to do. Certain things is okay for women to
Yeah.
do. Like y'all know how men have a bunch of sex partners. He's called the whatever. If a woman do it, she's called
She's
that.
called the 305,
That's one of those
right?
things. It's just it is what it is. I
Yeah.
do feel like the man should want you more than you want him.
Yeah.
And this, I may change my mind later, but I feel like if he doesn't, when a man, their attention span is like so low, it's so
Very.
low. So if he's not constantly looking, like checking for you, his attention is gonna go somewhere else.
Definitely.
So I don't want you like not really checking for me, and I'm always checking for you, and I'm always checking for you. I'm always checking for you, because we're gonna naturally overly do our part anyway.
But what if
So
it's
if he likes
equal?
me more, I mean, we're gonna be equal regardless. So
Okay.
that's, I mean, the women, we're gonna do that regardless. We're gonna always be like this. But if he not like this, it's lopsided. So
Yeah.
he has to be like this for us to be equal. If he not loving me more and wanting me more, it's not gonna be equal.
Another biggest thing that I want, respect.
Most definitely.
Respect.
Most definitely. And sometimes you don't even really know what you want.
Yep,
That's
you
why
don't.
I'm here
Yep.
stuck, because
Yeah.
all the things that I love about my husband, I wouldn't even thought.
That's why they say you never know.
I wouldn't even thought about those things. Like a person that's just there for you no matter what. Like no matter what y'all go through, they gonna pick you up. Whenever you sad, that's the person you want to call. That's the, like, those is the main thing. So it's like when it goes to the money aspect and all that go out the window, because it'd be like, I just want you.
That's why it's
That's
important to
what's
find
up.
your person, because when you sad and when you're going through stuff like that, your mate, you want them to know you well enough to know when those times are happening. You know, I could be cooking dinner and I could be in the middle of a breakdown, and if your spouse was to find that space in you and know that's what's happening to you, that's what make a good spouse. I mean, he's paying
Mhm.
attention. So we're gonna switch it just a little bit, because we know now what we desire in a man.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
You don't know.
Not
until
everything. You don't know until you
get
find
it.
until you get it.
Yeah.
I say that.
You
Yes,
don't-
y'all do.
I didn't know.
I know what I
Crystal.
want, but
Well, okay, I know what you mean.
I thought I knew what I wanted. Everything that I thought I knew what I wanted, it turned out.
and then you're not gonna
that's
get
not-
everything.
So what I desired a long time ago is definitely not what I wanted in a
Definitely.
man.
Definitely.
Now that I'm
Oh.
what I know now, these are the real things I desire in a man.
Patience. and
That is my number
kind
one thing.
and,
I'm telling you, patience is at the top
you
of the
gotta be
list for me.
vulnerable too. Like you gotta make me feel
I know.
soft.
Why
and,
can't
like,
I want to feel soft? That's good. A soft girl era.
like they
Why
said,
can't-
put you in there. I
Yes.
always I was
Every guy can't do
mushed. I
that.
was hard.
Every
Like,
guy. I am
I
too.
see
I'm
that was
learning.
me.
I'm
I was
trying.
mean, hard. So to get somebody that bring out that soft side, that
How
love
long did it take
you
them?
anyway, it took a long time. It took a long time. It took a
It
long
did.
time. Yeah. But see, with that, it'd be like somebody said something like you almost gotta almost tell somebody what you want. Like you gotta start guiding them in the,
Yeah.
like once they do something you don't like, I don't like that. I like it when you do this.
It's true.
I don't like when you say this. I like it when you say it
That's
like
true.
that. So
But then some people take that as, I mean, some men take that as trying to be the leader and bossy.
Well, then he's not the right one,
I-
because
But
immediately
when-
you don't listen. You don't like
when
to
you
listen.
get the right person though, they gonna figure you out. So they gonna know that you ain't bossy. It's
Yeah.
just that this just how I am. So you know, I'm guiding, I'm floating the boat how it's supposed to go, basically.
Yeah, I'm glad that you learned that about me. And if you did not learn that about me, I have no problem with telling you. But I expect for you to listen to me, hear me when I say it, take heed of what I just
There you
said, and
go.
learn from it and fix those mistakes, or not even mistakes, just do different after that. Don't I if I tell you I don't like this at all, don't keep doing that. I mean, you're not
Mhm.
listening to me. You're not
I was
trying to
just about
make
to
this
say
better.
that.
You're not
Yeah.
trying to learn me. You're not trying to make me your person.
Nope. And that's a true statement.
Yeah.
Some people just don't try to make you. But then when you stop messing with them, they want to come blowing your phone. No, leave me alone. You couldn't even, you couldn't even do the bare minimum of, what I thought was bare minimum because it's not that high. But you do have your boundaries and standards. But it's just like I'm stuck at that right now. Like I really like somebody, but he just won't get right. So I'm just like I got to move forward. So,
That's something we gotta start desiring ourselves too. No wasting your time. Move
definitely
forward. When you see that, when you
wasting
see
time.
you're starting to waste your time, keep it moving. So yes, like I said, I told y'all I desire a patient man, someone slow to anger. Okay, so let's just switch it a little bit. What is something you desire? I'm not gonna say small because y'all don't like it. Me
We gotta
saying
think too much
small.
when you say small.
Yes, I gotta turn
I
on
won't
my
say
thinking cap
small. I'll say
at 7
something.
p.m. on a Wednesday.
What is something? What is something you desire in family? I'll go first. Like this was small to me and my family, but I desire conversations with the people I live with. My family, we was accustomed to just only talking about the necessary things when I grew up. Like, you got homework, or what time you getting dropped off, what time I need to pick you up. Those are the just necessary conversations, but we didn't talk about the just conversations in general. We didn't just like, so what y'all day going? What's going on with you today? How was school? Oh, did you talk to your friend today? What happened, girl? Things like that. Or want to go to the mall? Like little conversations. Or let's talk about the movie that's happened on TV. Like my household, if we talked about necessary conversations only, or we just walked past each other like we were strangers. So in my household, I desire those small conversations with my kids, with my spouse. I make up a conversation. Like they will tell you, when I say I'm so big on this, I got a jar in my house. I will pull conversations out of it. Y'all see my bin. I got a bin for just us too. Like, here, TT, let's talk about this. And she'd be like, oh my God. We'll sit there and talk. Like, we just got to talk. Like, I desire small conversations in the house. Like, I don't want to be walking past like we strangers. And I grew up like that. So I don't like that. But that's something I desire in my household. Conversations.
Mhm.
In
I
your
desire.
house, in your
In your
household.
household.
I mean, it could be anybody, but for me, in my house, the people I live with, I desire those small conversations. I shouldn't feel like I should go to work and talk about with Amy how upset I was today and what happened over the weekend. I can talk about that with my husband or my kids or just somebody in the house. I feel like in the house we should be each other's best friends. We should like each other. We should be cool. We should be able to talk. So that is something I desire in my household.
That's a good one.
Some conversation.
For my household, it'd be more of my kids because you just know they got it hard. They have it really hard. So I really wanted to know where they are mentally. Bullying and depression, because I know I've went through stress. Like my daughter told me one time she was stressed. Like, it's just you be like, well, dang, you young. You can't be stressed. That's what you
But they
think.
do
They do.
They do.
And she even told me like the schoolwork and it was just she just started
a
talking.
lot.
It's a lot on them. So mentally, you really want to know where these kids at because that's where suicide come in.
Yeah.
We don't want to think our kids. We think our kids just because we buy them what they want and do like that. But how are they mentally?
So that's something you
That's
desire. You can talk
something
about your
I
mental health
desire
at
to talk
home.
about them with. And when I talk to them, they think I'm just older and getting emotional, like
Like we did probably.
like Ma, what is wrong with you? Like what? I'm like, okay, but no, seriously, like mentally, you do want to
Like,
know
here
what's
she
going
go.
through your kid head. So that's something
That's very true.
yeah.
And that's like I call it table talk. We at home, we have family meetings every couple months. I literally bring everybody to the table, and I allow my
just
kids
started
to.
that.
I allow
Yeah.
my kids to tell me why they upset.
I just started family meetings, mostly giving out rules, but it still bring on the conversation. But
Yeah.
I say in my household, I desire my kids to have a bond. Like
Oh, I love it.
I want them to bond. Like I don't have bonds like that with my siblings, my sister, but we not in the same household. We didn't grow up in the same household. We just got different dads. But I try to instill in them, instill y'all all y'all got.
I
No
tell mine
matter
that too.
what, don't turn y'all back on each other. Like
That part.
y'all is y'all. When I'm
Yes.
gone, it's still y'all.
the
When
same
y'all
thing to
daddy
mine.
gone, it's still y'all. Like it's y'all. Y'all gotta be with each other. Stand up for each other and don't turn y'all back on each other. Like that's just something that I desire. That's what I worry about. Like that's my biggest worry. Like if something happened to me, my kids, like would they fall apart because they older? I got older ones and younger ones, so it's like don't lead them.
Yeah.
Don't
That's the big. I
Yeah.
agree.
with
I-
that.
And that's so scary too.
Oh.
think
It's like we
about
can't
that.
make them
That's
close, but as long as we do our
yeah.
part, we just
To
pray
try
it
to keep
happens
them
that
close,
way.
just
Yeah.
talk to your brother, talk to your sister.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't have a lot of company with my kids when they were younger because I wanted their bond to be more than their cousin
or
or my friend's kids. I wanted them to grow up together and
Mhm.
they're stair step. So I love that. I love their bond.
Oh,
like
the
I
oldest
watched them.
ones.
Yes, I
Yeah.
watched them. So I love it. I love it. The bond.
Which my kids are too far apart in age, so I cannot expect that bond to be like that. Because that's how I am with my siblings. We cool now because we all grown and old. But before then, it's like we way too far apart to be kicking it. We were just
But
way too
not
far.
kicking it, just
But just having
stand
that bond, period.
mean,
You're right. We
yeah.
got that bond
to-
as we got older.
to go
me and my siblings.
months or
I
whatever without
know.
talking to your. Just imagine you grow up in the house with somebody every single day. Like this who you see in the morning, in the night. This who know you more than it, and then y'all get grown and then y'all just don't even see each other.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
And
or
I seen
nothing.
that. I see that a lot.
I live it.
See,
Like so it's weird. It's crazy. I don't want
It
that
is
for my
weird.
kids. And then with family, peace. I desire peace.
I know that's
I'm
right.
not
That's a lot of
giving up
people
my
family.
peace for nobody. Like I don't care. That's what once you go get peace and see what peace is, you never want to give it up. Some people never even experienced real peace.
But I don't think like I am one person that loves my family. Like I see people like I don't got no family, F family, stuff like that. I love my family.
I used to like when my grandma had 8 kids and all of her kids grew up on one street. All 8 kids got kids. Me and my cousins grew up like brothers and sisters.
Mhm.
Like it's not that no more. It's like everybody just live their own separate life. I think COVID did it though.
COVID did a lot of
Like
stuff.
COVID made you be okay with being away from people. So
being
it's
alone,
like people
being in your house with just people
you got used to just being with your own household. Like before my grandma passed away, I wouldn't think I would have ever moved away. Ever. Like what?
I think they have a big
Because
thing
you lived out of
into
state
it.
before. Where did you move to?
Tennessee.
Oh
For
yeah.
how long?
2 years. I loved it.
Why you come back?
Job. Corey job. But I wouldn't have never did that if she was here.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have never experienced peace either.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's weird.
I agree. I desire peace and family too. I don't know. I just like to have fun. I just don't want to be
Yeah.
associated with no drama.
Right.
No
That's how I
nothing.
am.
Peaceful. Just
Like
everything.
I don't know. I
peaceful.
think for me, I just feel like man, life's so short.
Ah,
People, dropping like flies, and then you don't have to
Every
be
second
old. You don't have to be
now.
young. When you were younger and you growing up, you think you're gonna die when you're 90, when you're 100.
Because that's just how we
That's
think.
what we. That's how we thought.
That's what we saw.
But now,
Yeah.
and now that
Yeah.
you're
We saw.
older, you're seeing people
passing away
passing
younger than
away.
you.
Yeah, you see people pass away a lot. So for me, I just don't want to be around no unnecessary drama. Like, dude, I could drop here tomorrow. I do not have time to sit here and debate and argue back and forth with you or have this beef with you. Or can we just have fun? Can we just enjoy each other time while we're here? Because we don't get the chance to do this over again. So let's enjoy it now. So
I say
for
that
me,
too,
that's
but
what
a lot of people
I agree
say
with the
that
peace
like
with
you
your
brushing
family.
it off.
What?
Just trying to have your peace, like she just said, like you just trying to like
you
just
just gotta
letting it go,
separate
just,
yourself.
like you'll be like, I just don't want to deal with that.
Separate. You gotta separate.
I just stay out the
yourself.
mix, so I don't even have to have nothing to talk about.
Yeah. What about loyalty?
Mm.
Loyalty in family, loyalty in the spouse, loyalty at work.
Yeah, that's something big. Yeah.
What you mean?
Big.
Go ahead, elaborate, Jen.
I'm just saying. What about it? Like the people lack that now too. Like people selling their souls for money, literally now. Like you.
Oh, they're gonna tell it all just to get a like.
They are
ain't gotta get paid.
selling their souls now. Like
Loyalty.
so now you almost got to worry about if you ever told somebody anything,
Yeah.
because they might
Scary.
sell it now. Like, oh yeah, I got this video from, that's just what it is now. So it's like, where do your loyalty lies? Because whether I deal with you now or not,
Whatever we
whatever
had
we
going on,
had,
yeah.
that's just what it was, and that's what it is, and it's done. I don't have to speak no ill, or if you don't see me with them, that means something happened, and that's
Yeah.
just what it is. I don't got to talk about it, but people gonna rat
Yeah,
you out.
definitely.
loyalty has always been real big for me in particular. Like I don't like I never like to use the word never when I say, oh, I've never done this, I've never done that, because I can't remember that far back. I don't know what happened for real sometimes, but I want to say never. I usually never. When I say this, I'm like, a friend of mine would have to call and put me in check if this has ever happened. And I challenge you to do so. I've never talked about my friends behind their back. I never talk about, honestly, nobody. The only person who can ever say, like, oh, she said she's, you got to talk to God. Because I probably went off on you to him. Or you can probably pull it out of my husband. But I just don't talk about people. So when you cross that line with me and I find out that you been disloyal to me, I take that very serious, because like you know what I could have said about you? I could have had a good old time running my mouth. But I just don't talk about people. I keep it, if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I just keep it to myself. If I
shows your
want to say
character.
something, I just don't do it. So when I find somebody being disloyal to me, I usually immediately cut them off. And I've had to do that a lot of times. A lot.
Yeah.
And it hurt my feelings too. I have a few
it
that actually
do
hurt my feelings.
It
That's how
do
you make it
hurt.
hurt.
It hurt when you have to let people go, no matter
That
if
you
it's
don't
a
want
family
to.
member or if it's a friend, if it's a
Yep.
coworker, no matter who it is. But what about loyalty in your job? Like, people not even loyal to that no more. Like,
is there
it's
any
just like-
loyalty in the job?
Nope. Not in mine.
Not in mine.
It's not.
Not in
See,
mine.
oh my,
No.
it's so crazy. It's
No.
like money.
Survival.
Money.
Yeah.
I mean, but
money.
what you mean loyalty in job? Like, what kind of loyalty? Like your coworker snitching on you because you too long at lunch?
No,
Like,
not
what kind of
snitching. I
loyalty?
mean, like,
What kind of loyalty?
I mean,
at work?
like loyalty at work, far as I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. So because things going up now and I'm asking for another raise, you gonna go bring in somebody and pay them less. You know what I'm saying? To take over my job when I've been loyal to you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by loyalty. Like,
That's never been there.
or-
I don't believe.
or the fact
Small
of
company.
I'm showing up all of the time and I'm here and I'm doing my job and I'm being here for you through all the things that you got going on, and then all of a sudden just I'm gone. That type of loyalty.
Well, no, I remember seeing that a poster said something like that. Like, take the vacation. They gonna replace you tomorrow.
Well,
Right.
they definitely will.
They will replace
Bro,
you.
they will make you
tomorrow,
work while that
so-
person passing away.
Yeah. You can be
So,
dead on your deathbed. They have
yeah.
already filled your spot. So there is no loyalty in the workplace unless you know, I don't know, build your own company. And you built that loyalty with your employers.
But
'cause-
then you can't even really, how can you say, look at all that's going on now with that. You build a company from the ground, you put all these people on, and then once you start making a certain type of money, then everybody think they supposed to make the same type of money, and then
But like you said, they have replaced you fast. That-
everyone.
I didn't even know it was a such thing as loyalty at work.
no more.
So
At work?
at work. Girl,
But it should be.
it should be.
I
it
mean,
should
now
be.
we got all of these new Black-owned businesses and all of that. Like, how do you fix that? Like, you have people
But you know
that
what? You have Black-owned businesses. Sad to say, half of them do not know customer service. They're not professional. It's just it makes you not even want to deal with them.
yeah, I didn't came across that.
I mean, you'll just be like, baby, I'm spending my money and you got a whole attitude about what? It's just so they're very unprofessional. Not all of them.
Your employee come to work every single day. Now this week her baby sick and you mad. That's what I mean.
Definitely. Oh, they don't give a care. They don't care.
It's Juneteenth, y'all. We not gonna talk about them.
I'm just saying.
It's true. And I get it. It's true. But
I'm just saying.
They don't care about that.
it's true. I understand. Shut up, Jennifer.
I'm
so
just
silly.
saying. That's loyalty in the job.
Okay.
It's not.
It is. It is. And you said something about the customer service with Black-owned businesses,
Mhm.
right? So I wholeheartedly hate that since the pandemic, I literally go the extra mile to support Black-owned businesses, right? And I don't know why it happened in the pandemic. I don't know what light bulb went up in my head. Like, no, don't go buy over there, buy over there.
Mhm.
But I do, and that's why I cannot stand when I support certain people because I'll buy a dinner from you or I'll buy your T-shirt over here. I have no idea who you people are. I just be supporting, right? So I had a problem with somebody going on social media and they posted a certain person's business like, oh, they got bad customer service and X, Y, and Z. We get bad customer service every day when we go to Walmart. We get
Every
bad
day at
customer service
Walmart.
when we go to the gas
I hate
station.
Walmart now.
Everywhere.
I ain't been in.
Like we get it everywhere, but I don't see y'all making these statuses saying, "Oh, I am never going to Walmart again. Their bad customer service was bad." We
Exactly.
only go hard at our own people, and
We
I
do,
still feel
we
like that's
do,
a slave
do.
mentality, and I hate
Yeah,
it. I
we
hate it.
do.
I hate it.
We
But
do.
I realize because I'll get in the car and be like, "You, her ghetto stuff, and this, and I be going off. I'm like, well, don't make a status about it because you know,
can't.
because
You
you don't do
can't.
that.
You
You know what I
can't.
mean? Because
didn't
you
happen
didn't
to
make a
me.
status at Walmart yesterday when homegirl put your milk and your eggs in the same bag, and then she said you fix it. You know what I mean? So you don't do that. So I don't like when people get on social media and they start bashing all these Black-owned businesses X, Y, and Z. Because all of y'all have never made a post about Walmart, Target, Macy's, nobody else. So don't wait and tear down that person's business because she had a bad or whatever her issue
a bad
is,
experience.
a bad experience. Tell them to their face, send an email,
Or just don't say nothing.
or don't say nothing at all. Just like exactly. Because when you leave out of Walmart, you coming back after she gave you
Definitely.
that bad experience. You
Definitely.
there 10 times a month. So
Definitely.
come back to her shop too. If you're gonna spend money, don't pick and choose when you wanna, pick a how who gets your money because how whatever bad experience you got that
No,
particular
I'm
day.
gonna leave
'Cause
Walmart
if you-
alone for a couple
Period.
months.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you gonna
leave
leave somebody alone, leave them all alone. Don't pick and choose who you're gonna leave alone. Don't leave Nene business because she gave you a bad attitude and you went to Walmart and she gave you a bad attitude, but you came back to Walmart the next morning. Leave them all alone. Find where you want to spend your money if that's what we're gonna do.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agreed. Happy
Agreed.
Juneteenth.
Black power.
I cannot.
I was at work doing I was cracking
I
up.
cannot.
But yeah.
All right. So before we even end our session, I want to talk about it is Juneteenth today. So Jen, I did want to start doing our monthly check-ins on just checking on our mental. So where your mental at this month, Jen, this day, today, this morning? How you feeling?
Today I'm good. This is Juneteenth,
Mm-hmm.
prom over, graduation
Amen.
over. I'm good.
That has traumatized y'all because you know how many times y'all
Man,
be saying the
you
prom is
don't
over. Y'all are so
understand.
y'all scaring me for next year.
I'm telling you, it is
it's
really
stressful.
not even only just that, dealing with all of the people, like the hairstylist, the nail person, all of that is a hassle. Girl,
I ain't get an invite.
the prom stories, I can give you some. Okay, from the cancellations to the running around, it's a headache.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And
So you feel
mentally,
like
that
you're in a
was a
better
lot.
space now after all that is over.
I'm in a better space now, and my birthday coming up, so
That's why you're a Cancer too, right?
Leo.
Oh, you're
She
Leo.
talking about, I know.
Never, hold on now.
Leo, baby. Get it
Okay,
right.
okay. That's right. Us Cancers
Oh,
are
yeah,
coming up.
Cancer.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
here. We're
Yeah.
She
here.
talking about we're here.
We're
Cancer's
almost
coming
here in a couple days. So you got some wild. Don't start talking yet. Us Cancers are first. You Leos is next.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But other than that, I feel pretty good.
That's good.
I'm pretty good
Good.
right now. Last month I was. This month I'm good. For
Kira,
now.
where your mental state at, Kira?
Like you said, I'm so happy prom and graduation over. That stressed me out. So I'm happy that's over. Now I'm working on my cousin bridal shower and wedding stuff. That's like another prom. So
Prom
I've been
XL.
kind of stressing on that. Not only that, mentally, I think I'm okay. I have my ups and downs. Like I can say I'm not, fully healed. Like I said, I'm still gonna stick to this. I don't think no one is fully 100% healed.
From nothing.
From nothing. You always gonna think about it. You may not react on it, but you done definitely thought back on it.
Yep.
Trying to get my life in order, trying to figure out like what I want to, it's still, I don't know. Mentally, I'm getting there. I'm okay, but I'm still stressing about some stuff.
I agree. For me, mentally, I don't know. I'm trying to get back on the page I was on. I felt like I was in a nice spot sometime last
Yeah.
year, and somewhere down the line, I fell off of that page. But I'm turning the page. I'll get there. Just finding what works for me, and learning to stand on what I say no matter who it is. And that's where I'm immensely, and that could be a challenge. You know what I
That's
mean? Because you're so
that's a
used to being a
challenge.
certain way.
Look,
Look
That's
at you.
a
What is
stop
this?
challenge.
overextending myself.
There we go. Stop overextending.
How
Yes.
do you stop? Teach
look,
me.
look.
Teach
Just
me
say
game,
no.
Ghost.
I'm learning it.
Yes.
I'm learning it.
I
Stop
am definitely
overextending
learning.
myself.
I am.
You have to.
I am definitely learning that when I say as I speak, I'm talking about as I speak when it comes to family, when it comes to
let me write that
friends, my
down.
husband, my kids. I am not overextending myself anymore.
Yep.
I've given a lot of myself, so I'm taking ownership of me back and learning to be whoever I am.
Self-care.
There we go.
That's what
it's
we're going
self-care.
into. Self-care.
And my self-care, I promise you, this particular round for me is not about nails, hair, massages. It is literally about my mental state this time around. I got too much on my plate to be allowing anything to make me unstable. So I'm working on that and that alone.
And this make you feel good, don't it?
It do.
Coming here. Yeah.
It do.
Mm.
Like I run out the door like, hi, y'all can't come
Yeah,
with me.
I do too. I be like, okay,
It's
let
like
me
a little
go.
relief. I'm like,
Girl
I gotta
talk,
go. Yeah.
Go.
Yep.
See y'all.
Exactly.
Something for you.
Something for you.
Yep.
And so we don't never have, somebody said in our comments last time, we don't ever have no glass of wine. We'll have nothing going on here. And I know I just don't drink no more for real. But our next time around, we gotta have a little glass of wine.
Okay.
And we're
You
gonna
can have
we're
little
gonna do it
glass
a
of wine.
kickback version this time. And I think this time around is back on Kira.
It is.
So we're gonna do a kickback version this time. We're gonna sit here with our wine and we're gonna really have girl talk. We're gonna act like the mics are not here. We're gonna kick it.
So they want to see how we are on wine.
We just gave them a little something
Basically.
today. Just a little mess around. We was missing Maya today.
Yes.
So,
Maya.
She's being black on Juneteenth. She felt like she didn't have to work today.
So we can go by her alarm clock.
Yeah. She did
The
the
old
she did the
school
call
one.
in.
Yeah.
I miss my alarm. Oh my God.
It
Like
happens so much. Not so much, but
Yeah.
it happens so often. Because we be so over exhausted.
Mhm.
It
Don't
just be like,
listen, y'all give me
once you get in that
Maya black
bed,
people excuses.
ooh.
Yeah. So
Maya was being black today. She called in for her holiday and texted and act
No
like
holiday
her.
pay, Maya.
No holiday pay, Maya.
she definitely she gonna be fired next week if she ain't here.
She was being black today on Juneteenth, but it's all cool. But I'm so happy we got a chance to get in here today. I hope everybody who's outside is enjoying Juneteenth. I hope everybody was able to celebrate some way, somehow. Barbecue. I don't know what y'all did. Send me a plate. I did not.
It's hot.
I just heard it's a storm.
Wherever
Right.
But
My
I don't
husband
see
sent the
it.
message said my
Yeah.
lights is out. So it's storming wherever
Oh no!
near
I
my
need to
house.
tell
So I
them to
don't know
put
what's
the
going on, but
cars and stuff
be
up
safe,
outside.
y'all.
And I like what Crystal said, y'all. If y'all don't remember anything we talked about tonight, stand on what you say.
Yes. Stand on whatever you say. If you feel that, you feel like you really need to, like that's what
That's
it's
so
in your
hard.
spirit.
Stand on your
Stand
own
on
feelings.
it.
Yeah, stand on your own feelings because don't nobody care about
They
your
yours.
feelings. You have to care about your
They
feelings.
And that's
are
what's
yours.
A reminder for me today. What I put on my screen, this is a reminder me. No more expectations, just requirements. I require to feel this way, and I'm gonna stand on it.
Okay, send me
That's
that.
Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. I enjoy. Thanks for listening. If y'all was there,
Happy Juneteenth.
happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Bye.